Willie D live.
What's up, family? We got a right winger who goes by the name Clavicular. His real name, Braden Peters. He's a regular old loser who happens to be an uncivilized mutt, friend of another uncivilized mutt, Nick Fuentes. You know, he hangs out with that whole gang, and they believe in superiority, like based on skin color. Just because of our skin, we're superior. Anyway, fam, he got caught slipping. He was out, I guess, on the town, and he came across these black guys who were selling candy who charged him up for using the N-word. Yeah, fam, that boy was shook. Check him out.
Call me a nigga hoe on my mama.
All right, brother.
Call me a hoe,
say
nigga.
What you have to say.
Talk about my kids.
Go
nigga.
ahead, man.
When you say black people,
Go ahead, man.
nigga, you scared now, but gonna get internet. Oh yeah, yeah.
Chilling.
Paper pussy, nigga, pussy
I'ma
fine.
bring the whole man and you for you.
Fine,
Hey,
man.
look, man. Even for me, we'll bring the whole man for you, bro.
The fuck? You're not gonna do it.
See you chasing a bitch, nigga. You a trick, nigga.
Go ahead, bro.
Pussy buying
Go
ass,
ahead,
nigga. You
y'all.
a millionaire buying
Go
pussy.
ahead,
You
y'all.
a trick, boy.
Go ahead,
Say so.
We chilling. We chilling, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Please. Go ahead. No, I'm fine, bro.
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna let you know, bro. You talk about black people.
You get that a lot.
Okay, so let me put that back.
You a nigga hoe.
So Clavicular is right there to your right with the black cap on, right? That's him. That's him with the black cap on. Clavicular. He just got on the scene. He's streaming, trying to make a name for himself. And so he does make these inflammatory comments. He was kicked out of college because he had some drugs in his locker, they say some steroids and stuff like that. And he also was trying to get students to use steroids. They say he'd been using steroids since he was 14 years old. His whole thing is that, he's this superior guy to others. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Uncle Ruckus. Boy, there's always one, isn't it? Let me tell you something, fam. I rock who rock with me. I rock with who rock with me. I really don't choose my friends based on the color of their skin at all. I rock with who rock with me. I love who love me. I hate who hate me. And when I say, if I fuck with you, I'm stuck with you. But if I hate you, it's based on the hate that you give me. So if you hate me, I think of the worst type of hate. I hate you 1 billion times more. You dig what I'm saying? That's how I rock. So I don't be really tripping on a lot of things, fam. I don't really be tripping like that. But when somebody go out of their way to use that word and knowing the history behind it and how offensive it is, you're not going to be able to get by with, well, black people say it. There are words that white people say that they don't expect others to use. There are words that Hispanic people use amongst each other, derogatory words that they wouldn't expect anybody else to use. And if they did, it would be a major problem. Non-blacks, y'all jump on in, tell me if I'm wrong, or tell me if I'm right. There are words that Asian people use towards each other, derogatory words. But if somebody else used those words, that would be a major problem, right? So why is it that they don't get it that black people use that word and they get offended when other people use that word? It's a derogatory term that was meant to insult black people. black people I guess, co-opted the word, and now you have black people out there that use it as a term of endearment. I'm not one of those black dudes. If I do use that word, I don't use it often, but if I do use the word, it is meant to call somebody out. It is meant to drag them. It is meant to disparage them. It is meant in every way possible that they meant it to be used. So if I say it, I'm saying it like that. It's not a term of endearment to me at all. I'm not your N-word. I'm not that dude. I'm not that. I don't like it. But there are others who are cool with it. And that's just how they rock. But if somebody else say it, they're going to have a problem with that. So my thing is, why do so many people want to say the word who are not black? Why do they want to say that word so much? Why is it so important? It's like, for some people, it's like saying their prayers. You know, it gives them hope. You know, it makes them feel better. You know how sometimes you say a prayer, you just get introspective, and you say a prayer, and it just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. You know, it lifts your spirits, right? It's almost like that word does that for them. It lifts their spirits. I say, when you use the word, all bets off. There should be no protection for you. In fact, the word is so hurtful, it has such a derogatory history behind it, a dangerous history behind it. I say it should be a class A misdemeanor. Class A misdemeanor, something, you know, like, wouldn't it be something if they made the N-word a misdemeanor, class A, class B, C, or whatever, a misdemeanor? Wouldn't that be something? I do not see how a black man could protect anybody who uses that word against a black person. I do not understand how a black man could protect a person who is not black, especially a white person who has really used that word to the detriment of millions of black people. I'm talking about even use the word as they murdered them. I do not understand how a black person could get between that. I wouldn't. Even if it was my so-called homeboy and he said it, and I ain't never heard him use the word before. I had a white homeboy that used that word, and he said that word, and we were hanging out, and he said it, I'd be shocked as much as any other black person. And at that point, our friendship just went out the door. You got to deal with that, bro. You put yourself in that position, you got to eat that. Whatever come with that, since you want to say it so badly, which me now I'm really kind of mad anyway, because now I realize you've been saying it all along. So you got to take that, man. Whatever come with that, you got to deal with that. I never heard of this dude's name until an hour or so ago. I never heard of him before. Clavicular, never heard of him before. But that's a really bad way to learn of somebody for the first time, when they're involved in something extremely negative and they are engaged in some type of conflict that they actually injected themselves in. They actually started the conflict, and they're standing there like a coward. They're being a coward. Like, no, if you're going to use the word, stand on it and back yourself up. Stand on it. Don't hide behind Uncle Ruckus. Yeah, don't hide behind Uncle Ruckus. I realize this, fam. I'll let you go. I realize that there's a lot of black guys who work at the door in these nightclubs, in these bars, who are Uncle Ruckus. Have you ever noticed that there's a lot of clubs that are predominantly white or other, and they have black bouncers at the door? They have a black doorman. Their main guy is black. Well, there's two reasons for that. One, the pay ain't all that great. Two, they get to discriminate and not look like racist. Hey, we got a black guy at the door. Ain't no black people inside here, but we got a black guy at the door, so you can't say we're racist. I mean, just a theory, Some of you guys out there probably worked at the door before. Let me know what you think. But I do know that y'all do get instructions, because I do know a couple of those dudes who actually told me that they got instructions from those white owners or those Asian owners or those Arab owners who said no blacks. Ain't that something? You can actually be black and work for somebody like that. Ain't that something? How they do it? Who raised them? Damn. No more talk.